Well, I think I got everything going. I didn't light the candles back there. I always forget something. Anyway, how's it going, y'all? Tim, if you're still here, howdy. 6:42 p.m. You wrote that. Wow. Hello, Ray, Miss Wendy. How are y'all? Hope y'all are doing well. Oh. I was like, I was working on something earlier, but it's for next Wednesday. A disclaimer for a giveaway. Next Wednesday will be the giveaway. Oh, Google's telling me that I'm live. Hello, Lisa. I am just hanging out and chilling. Oh, I did see if y'all like this. Went to the store with Emily earlier. We went into this new store, kind of by Hobby Lobby. If you're watching, Mom, you know where I'm talking about. Now, what is the name of it? Bell's Home. We used to have a Bell's in the mall, but they closed. That'd be styling. Anyway, it's really thin. Oh, it's like a fishing shirt. It's got you can see that. That's cool. They had a white shirt with fish on it, but me and white shirts just, I don't know. And that blue shirt that I had, well, y'all didn't see it because I was doing a review, but it really looked good on camera. And I think this will look good. That's what, I mean, I like the shirt, don't get me wrong, but ordinarily I'd have probably got solid colored shirts like this. But since I spend so much time on the camera, you kind of need something that kind of pops and looks good on video. I don't know. Anyhow, hello, Mary. You like that shirt? I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. Like I said, normally I would have got, I mean, I do like it. And I need, it's kind of like when you go out to eat, you eat the same thing every time, and occasionally you'll go somewhere and you'll live life on the edge and try something new. Not very often I do that, but I have done it. Ray says, wow, nice shirt. And Wendy says, cute. So Wendy's like, it's all right. Anyway, yeah. Man, I tell you what, I did a review on a KBM switch and wound up pulling my whole desk out from the wall, and it's a chore to pull this desk out because it's like an L shape, but it pivots back and forth. I keep it straight down this whole wall, or about 3/4 of the wall, but I pulled it all out, climbed in behind there, and I thought, well, and took my phone with me in case I got stuck or I thought, well, if I get electrocuted, I need to call somebody. But now that I'm thinking about that, it wouldn't make much sense because that's where all the power cords are, and I've got more wires back there. Well, anyway, I got that switch hooked up, and I can use my keyboard and my mouse and two computers with just one click of the button because they all run through these monitors. I'm so happy about that. I'll probably never use it, but it's a very high dollar piece of uh, metal. Yeah, it's actually metal. But yeah. Anyway, it's cool that I've got the two monitors. But like if actually the other night I've started using uh I got it open right here. The editor. I use Filmora, DaVinci Resolve. I wound up having DaVinci Resolve opened, and it was saving a file, and I needed to edit another video, so I opened up Filmora while it was going, and I thought, this is fine, but if I needed to open up my uh, uh, image editor, GIMP, I use GIMP, it's free. Um, I thought I could just, all I'd have to do is push a button. I could switch to the little mini PC and I'd have three things going on at once. We're talking about being productive. A little more productive than I want to be, honestly. But yeah, that was a good little deal. Let's see. I'll show you. Let's see. We'll move to a new window. Where'd StreamYard go? There it went. Share screen, window. Boom, bang, bam. There it is. But it's got these. Let's see. This is the front. See, I plug my mouse and keyboard, the little bob things, those go in there. Where's the back? Guess they don't show a picture of the back. Oh, there it is. But see, you plug in one computer where it says PC1 and PC2. You got your two, because you have to run off the HDMI, and actually both the mini and the desktop have, the desktop has two HDMIs, one DP. The mini PC has one HDMI and one DP, but you run those and you plug them in there, and then the output, you just run it to your monitors and flip the switch and you can rock and roll. And I did find out after I created the video, those little, right up there, those little blue ports, I remember those ports, but they was like on old printers. But it's a USB-B. Once I hooked that up, then I could use my mouse and keyboard and the speaker outlet. So now I don't have to run my auxiliary cord all the way over there and to the desktop and have two different ones, and because that works too. It all works great. Now, I did not use the Wi-Fi, which I didn't say nothing about it in the review, but that Ethernet port only supports 1 gigabit, and I have a 2 gigabyte connection. So the mini PC doesn't support 2 gigabyte, it only supports 1, but my desktop does because I bought a card so I could get faster internet. It's one of the things they don't tell people. And if y'all ever think about upgrading your internet service to like a 2 gig and even a 5 gig now, at least here, you need to make sure your computer will do it, because most computers run on the 1 gigahertz card and they won't support bigger. So my phones are giving me a lot. Uh-oh. I am still using my S20. What is this? S22? Is that what this one is? Oh, Mom says she loved it. Oh, the shirt. Where do you? I don't even remember. My mind is going. Oh, settings. I need to go to settings. S22 Ultra, yeah. The only thing about this phone, one, I don't think they're supposed to have a 102 megapixel camera. I don't think they really do. I know they advertise that. But when you're doing video or taking pictures in a lower light, um, it pixelates just a little bit. And my lens keeps fogging over. I mean, no matter what, you can just sit it down and in 5 minutes it's fogged over. You have to wipe it off. I don't know if something at some point got on the lens. I meant to ask ChatGPT and I keep forgetting. Hello, pork chop. Didn't see you. I was rattling away. Hi, everybody. Hope everybody had a great day. My day, it's been somewhat productive. I honestly didn't get a whole lot of reviews done yesterday or today. I messed with this KVM switch, and my editing is taking longer than normal because I'm trying to learn that DaVinci Resolve. I really like it better. I think the the pan and in and out and stuff, it seems like it's smoother. I don't know. And it's free. I'm using the free version. They do have a paid version, but I don't need that paid version right now. Maybe later on. Um, but for now, it's good enough. We're supposed to get a cold front. I don't know if y'all are going to get a cold front up there in Missouri, up north of here. I guess everybody. I guess it's coming south, so everybody up north should get a little cooler. Pork chop, I think you're out of luck because from what I read, it's going to kind of barely reach the Red River, and it's not going to go too much further south. Maybe Dallas. I don't know. That's what they're forecasting. I think it's coming in Friday night, but we're having a garage sale at my mom's. It's a neighborhood garage sale, so it's supposed to be like in the low 90s. So supposed to be here 75 here tomorrow. That yeah, cool. That's a nice break. So, yeah. Well, on my phone I got a forecast. Let's see. Where am I doing? Oh, um, there we go. We'll just go there. Whoa, my fingers were not on the home keys. Uh, 89 Friday, 89 Saturday. Supposed to get up to 93, but 90, oh, that's Sunday. 94 Sunday, 93 with a chance of rain Monday. Let it rain. Thing means we will have our, yeah, I'm afraid so. I wonder if it'll show us how far south will the next cold front, oop, front go. Let's see if it says. The next cold front will likely stall across the northern third of Texas on the Thursday, bringing scattered thunderstorms to the areas near the north of the front. Near and north of the front. It won't move much further south than that. So, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. It was 99 here yesterday with the heat index. Earlier it was one. Let's see. We went to eat at Cotton Fashion. 103, 103 or 104. They don't need to know my look. Well, I don't care. Anyway. I just asked Alexa what our weather was tomorrow, and she said a high of 99. We'll see what it says for Friday. Well, yeah, this is Wednesday. Um, Excessive heat for your area. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Didn't the Dallas Cowboys have their training camp in Wichita Falls years ago? Yep, sure did. They filled in the swimming pool at the school so they could have a weight room, and then Dallas moved on to another town. Kind of think about it, it's almost like a young couple that they'll go that extra mile, and after they went that mile, they go separate ways. Yeah, Wichita got screwed over on that one. Actually, MSU got screwed over on that one. Midwestern State University. A lot of people, I think mom, seems like, I don't remember if she took the boys, my oldest nephew and my son, I think she took them to watch them practice one time. I can't remember now. Anyway, 94 for a high Saturday. Yeah, y'all are not going to get that front down south. And those temperatures, y'all, don't look bad, but if you live down in South Texas, the humidity is horrible. So yeah, that's pretty hot. I used to be a huge fan, and we went and saw them when they were in San Antonio for a couple of years. I don't remember where they went after they left here. Uh, See if they'll give us a. Oh wow, that was in '98 to 2001. So they practiced 3 years. Or should you know what? Let's just bring up. Let's do this right. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's open a new tab. The Dallas Cowboys ended their training camp in Wichita Falls, Texas, 1998 to 2001. They moved to the. Oh, I guess they went to. That's when they went to San Antonio for the 2002 and 2003 seasons, and then returned again in 2007 to 2009, splitting the time with Oxnard in 2009. Starting in 2004, they began practicing River Ridge Sports Complex in Oxnard, California. Oh, Lord. No wonder they started playing like crap. Mm, Ford Center in Frisco in 2016 for practice team headquarters. What was that? What was that ranch called that they always used to practice on? I thought it was something ranch. That was probably back in the Staubach days, if y'all remember him. I think he bought a car dealership in the Dallas area. I don't know. I don't even know if he's still alive. I love ChatGPT. Bach. No, Bach. I think that's how you spell it. Oh, born February 5th, 1940. Oh, he's not that old. Oh, he did not buy a car dealership. I thought he did. Oh, instead of retiring in the 80s, he directed his business efforts to the commercial real estate industry. Hmm. Thought he bought it. Huh. Oh, well. You can tell me where the Chiefs? Valley Ranch, that was it. Yep, that's what I was thinking about. It's Wednesday live, not Thursday. Nope, Thursday will be tomorrow night. Well, yeah, obviously. If, and I probably will be here. Um, I did make a purchase. I do buy stuff. I haven't even looked at it yet. I'm hoping it works. It's a camera mount that comes with a little Allen screw. Boy, that is a baby Allen screw. Look at that. But I had to do a video the other day, a review video, then they wanted it in portrait mode. And then DaVinci Resolve, you can crop it down in portrait mode, kind of like with CapCut. But I just didn't, because I didn't like the way it was centered. So this, your camera will sit right here, and then this will be on your tripod, and then you can flip your camera up, and then it'll be in portrait mode. I doubt this plate, well, that is one of the things that I'll have to figure out. Oh, it does have screw holes so I can put my other plate, because my tripod doesn't. Most tripods fit this kind of, if you can see it, that kind of mount, but mine doesn't. And Danny Black does reviews. He did a review on a tripod. I'd love to have it because it will do the portrait, and it's got an extension on it where you can pull it out and lay it over like this does, and it will do an overhead video where you can shoot down. I would love to have that, but it's like $239. Maybe I should make it me a GoFundMe. People make the craziest GoFundMe accounts. My dog's out of food. I'm gonna need a GoFundMe account. Anyway, my purchase of the week, besides my shirt, this one was like, it was cheap. I don't know. I don't even know how much it was, to be honest with you. $16, $17. And now I'm kind of curious of how much I did pay for it. But it was not an absolute necessity, but it was delivered today. Okay, well, how much? Oh, did I pay that much for it? Ooh, it was still cheaper than the L brackets. Some of them L brackets were like 139 bucks. This one was $27.89. So Feels pretty solid. I can tell you where. I like your quarterback, Miss Wumble, but I can't stomach Travis. Isn't he the one that was dating? What's that ugly country singer's name? I think she. No, personal opinion. Oh, I have no. It was Patrick Mahomes, wasn't it, that she was dating? Wasn't it? I'm saying Keith looks good this year. He got a haircut, so I guess he will play better. You know what's surprising me is, I guess me and Ray may be the only guys in here or watching that we know of. And I have a feeling Ray's a lot like me, and you girls are like my mom. All y'all watch this football, and I don't keep up with it. Y'all know who T-Ron's here. Howdy, howdy, T-Ron. You're out of the loop, Grandpa. That was Travis dating Taylor Swift. That's it. The quarterback is married. Oh, Taylor Swift, and it's Travis. See, y'all know all this stuff, and my mom watches more football than I ever thought about. I mean, years and years ago, I used to watch it growing up, and then I started working in a grocery store. So most of the time I was at work, so I didn't have time to watch football, and I never got back into it. Now, if it's on, I would watch it, but if I had something to do, it is not going to stop me. I'm not going to set the day aside to go watch football. Mahomes married his high school sweetheart. Huh. They're not dating anymore. I guess y'all can talk football. I'll talk camera holders. I really don't keep up with it. I have no idea, but I really find it interesting that y'all and my mom, all of y'all, if she was on here, she'd be just rattling away with y'all too on all this. I'm with you, Brandon. I have no care about it at all. It's a game for blokes with odd shaped balls. That's true. I mean, I don't dislike the sport. It's kind of like NASCAR. If you walk through the living room and the TV's on, you might sit down and watch it for a few minutes and then get up and go on about your business. Or I probably watched more football when I was doing DoorDash and Uber and stuff, because it's sitting around waiting on orders. And you go to some of them sports bars waiting on orders, and they got 10 different games going all the way around. I'm a Lions fan because I was raised with season tickets. I do know my uncle's favorite team was St. Louis, and I like them. Not St. Louis. I'm sorry. Uh, New Orleans Saints. I was a Saint. I had that right. It was the New Orleans Saints, but they lived in Gulfport, so that's pretty close. Houston Texans are my team. Back when I did watch it, it was the Oilers down there, and what they moved to Omaha or Indiana or somewhere. I don't know. Back when I watched it, it was Roger Staubach and what's his name? He does the commentaries now. I think he played for the Denver Broncos. No, was it the Pittsburgh Steelers? I don't remember. The Houston Oilers are now Tennessee Titans. Yeah. Now I do like Jacksonville because I like the color of their helmets. Their helmets look cool. The Jacksonville Jaguars, I believe it is. You get past that, I did get to go watch a pro football game one time. Never again will I do that. But it was fun. It was an experience. My aunt had got tickets. So it was me and my son, and we met my dad and my uncle and my cousin there at the old football field in Irving. And Chris, my cousin, decided he wanted to go to the store and refill his cooler. If y'all can figure that one out. So he borrowed my car to go do that, which I was fine with that. But when he came back, he parked up close to the stadium, so we wouldn't have to walk that far. It was like, I don't know, 3 hours. And you could see the road, but you couldn't get to it because of the traffic. It's good 2 to 3 hour wait to get out of that parking lot. Horrible. Seen that, and I've seen one NASCAR race. Both of them was with Dad. And because my aunt got the tickets. She worked for American Airlines, so she used to get tickets to the what's the baseball team down there? I don't know. Anyway, she used to get pro baseball team tickets. But we never did go to a baseball game. Y'all probably think I'm crazy because I don't watch all the sports. I used to, but I sure don't have time to do it now. I don't have time to do much of anything. Nor is Cotton Patch was supposed to have what do you call it? B-O-G, well, what my, well, my sister sent me a text the other day. BOGO. It was buy one, get one. But you have to have a code. And I did not know that. So there was no BOGO there. Texas Rangers. Can't believe I couldn't think of it. Anyhow. Anyway, y'all get up in this neck of the woods this weekend. We'll be having a garage sale over at my mom's house. I'm quite sure you'll find something that you just can't live without. And if you can't live without it, if you sit too long, I may throw it in your car anyway, just to get rid of it. Got one shelf in there. I've been kind of going through some things here and there. I've got that label printer. Somebody in the live said that they wanted it, and I said, just send me your address. I never got an email. I really don't even remember who it was. I just remember somebody talking about it. But anyhow, I never got an address, so it's going to the garage sale. I got some headphones. I don't know where my ones that I'm keeping are. I don't know what I did with them. Anyway, got some clothes. And don't hold me to. I know, Mama, you're watching, but don't hold me to it. But let's think about cleaning that closet out in there with those clothes that are supposed to be mine that I have not worn in years and probably never will wear again. So we can either sell them or we can put them in a sack and take them to Goodwill. Fall is around the corner. Put your corduroy pants out there for something. No joke. Speaking of fall, Hobby Lobby is packed with all their fall stuff. They're putting out Christmas trees and all. You know how much a little bitty ornament is? $10 for a little Christmas tree ornament. That is crazy. I think Mama's texting me now. She's going to hold me to it. Oh, she, yeah, because I have, I have not worn those clothes, what, in 5 years, 4 years? And there's about a 99.9% chance I never will. I know there's a nice leather coat in there, and I've tried to sell that on Marketplace and could never sell it. But it's heavy. It's a really nice one. It was an expensive one. Ain't no telling what it would cost now. I'm sure it's higher, but back then it was $200-300. To me, that was expensive, but I didn't quite pay that much because, as it turned out, the girl that was manager there, I didn't even talk to her, but the girl that was helping me said, Terry, and no, Mom, not my ex Terry, but the Terry from years and years ago, the one with all the kids. uh, she was manager there, and she told her employee to give me the employee discount. That was pretty cool. I've not seen her since, and I probably wouldn't recognize her if I seen her now. Oh boy, I've been rattling away. The drawing next weekend or next Wednesday, I did make up a deal because according to Facebook, or not Facebook, but YouTube, you have to put a disclaimer. Oh, I don't want that folder. Oh, I confused that hard drive. It's trying to load up now. Oh, come on. You can do it. There you go. Live streams 2025. Yeah, if anybody ever has to go through my computer to find stuff, they're going to be like, dude, really? You got folders inside of folders. You got subfolders for the subfolders. Oh, that won't let me. No, I don't want that screen. Oh, trying to change my name there. No. Oh, stop sharing. Okay. Share screen, window. Yeah. So, can I blow that up? Yeah. 9:30. I don't know how to word that. Entry period ends at 9:30. We really don't do an entry. Y'all know it's going to be just like the always before using the StreamYard tool. It's just a word that picks out in the chat. But anyway, and should that be apostrophe S? Y'all need to correct my grammar here. It's not StreamYards, so that ain't going to be right. I just sent you a. Sent me? I don't know. Anyway, I had to do open to U.S. residents only. I think we discussed that last week, but I put due to cost of shipping outside the U.S. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know what you would call entry period. Ends at 9:30. But I figure we'll do the drawing at 9:30 is basically what it's going to boil down to. And it could be one person here, and which I mean that one person will automatically win. It could be 5 people here. I don't know. And I don't really know what to give away. I got some nice wireless microphones that I did a review on last week, and they're actually pretty good. But the only bad thing is you can't use a mic like. Wait a minute, I think you could. Now I'm thinking about it. Let's see. Where is. Yeah, make sure I'm not sharing this screen. Y'all want to watch a cool video? Well, I don't know. Has it come out yet? I thought it was neat. I enjoyed it. Well, these last 2 reviews have gotten some crappy views on them. Public. Where? Oh, that Impact Ranch. When did? Oh, yeah. I want to see. Well, if you can't hear the music, anyway, let's go. I'm getting sidetracked here. What are? Oh, that was a short. It came out as a short because that's what they wanted. Uh, Y'all just ignore me for a moment. Got off on a tangent here because I can't remember if these had the lapel mics with them. No, they don't. They're about the size of a quarter. There's some high dollar mics that are out and come out now, but they basically just like those. Uh, but they're a little bit bigger than a quarter. Okay. Y'all tell me. Um, let's see. Let's go here, and we're just going to click on a video because I want to know if y'all can hear the audio. Y'all let me know if you can hear this audio. Share screen, share window. Oh, I don't want to share that window. Okay, can y'all hear? Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear this audio. Because if you can't hear it, then it's pointless. Ray, that was a good one there. I know you made the comment. So if anybody has their speakers on, can you hear me? Our phone comes in November. Okay, apparently nobody can hear the audio. I can't hear the audio. Okay. Well, then I'm not going to worry about it. Because the audio on the one video makes up, it made it pretty good, I thought. I was kind of proud of it. It short, wasn't long at all. But I don't know how to make the audio work, though. Get out of the way, China dolls. They sent me a message. I'll look at it later. Well, crud. anyway, I won't worry about it. There'll be a video coming out on a bench. Let's see, when is that coming out? Oh, back to videos. Oh, inspiration. August 27th. We're all going to forget about it by then. Oh, well. I was kind of happy with it. It's bad when you make a video on something. That mini PC that I just did a video on, it's gonna go in the trash. I couldn't get it to work right. It wouldn't play games. And that Wendy one, it played the games. This one that I just did, it wouldn't even load the game. Then I tried to load up another game on it, and it was just real lagging, really bad. I mean, horrible. So then I thought, okay, well, it's good. And if you got it to work right, it would be good for watching YouTube videos, checking emails, surfing the net. But when I got ready to reset it to take off my stuff on it, it wouldn't load. It kept saying Windows can't encounter some kind of error, but it had a reset button on the front. So I got my little thumbtack and I pushed that reset button. And then when you go to try to turn it on, the power light comes on for just a second, then it goes off. And I don't know. And I emailed them and told them, I said, I got the video done, but it's, they said they were going to check with their tech support and see if they can figure out what's wrong with it. I really don't care what's wrong with it. I didn't give it a thumbs up, that's for sure. And I wasn't going to put it on YouTube, but I thought, you know what? I think I sounded negative enough to where people might want to watch it before they invest $129, which is cheap for a mini PC. And if all you're going to do is browse the internet, that's what it's good for. But anyway. It looks like Tyler too, but I tested One Star Tools again. He tests all kinds of stuff, and he has some off-the-wall reviews, but he's got a lot of subscribers. Not as big as Freaking Reviews. He's got 867,000, something like that. Anyway, I don't know much what else to talk about here. Just playing with the rubber band. There's a couple of companies that email me, but I haven't heard anything back yet. And they got some high dollar stuff, one of which is a nice electric scooter. I'm waiting to see if they're going to email me back, and I haven't heard from them. The other one had a 3D printer. That would be kind of fun. I don't know when I'd have time to do it, but it would be kind of fun to play with. Maybe one of them things that I probably put in there on the desk, review it, and want to keep it, and that's where it's going to sit. But you can make little figures with it. And the kid across from us, oh, pardon me for yawning. The kid across from us at the flea market, he does 3D printing. He makes these little then the swords, they're made out of cones, but you can just flip it like that and it'll go brrr, and it slides out like a saber. But I don't know. It might be fun, but I don't know if I would really gonna mess with it too much. I'd like to think that I would, but I don't know. Well, according to this, we have 3 people watching. So I must put everybody to sleep. It's 9:51 anyway. I'm about ready to fall asleep myself, but I can't. I've got to finish editing this switch to send the video to the seller, make sure they're happy with it. Before I post it, they requested that. And then I've got to re-edit the battery thing for China dolls, which it was already up on Amazon. The seller said, I don't like the little red light that's on the screen. So I blurred it out and fixed it where you can't see it, and then tried to re-upload it, and now Amazon won't approve it. And I've redone it twice, so they're catching something now that they didn't catch the first time. So I don't know. Oh, now it's showing I got much. I don't know if this thing is accurate or not, because now it's showing there's 6 people watching. So get that scooter for Mom so y'all can race. Oh man, yeah, that would be fun. It's a high dollar one too, if that's in it. You know, I haven't heard anything. It's like 699 or for one of them. The other one was like 549. So I'd take either one of them. And I know Ray texted me on one the other day, but there was no link or nothing. And I forgot to Google it. I meant to. $30,000 electric scooter is gunning for a Bonneville speed record. Source the drive. I know there's some that go 64 miles an hour, but I didn't know that the ones that I saw are not that expensive. And those people that are riding those, they're all geared up. They got the full leathers on, pads, helmets, everything. So that's too fast. I don't know if you've ever ridden one, but if you've ever rode rollerblades, you know, if you get going fast on rollerblades, your feet start shaking like this. The front wheel on a scooter will start shaking, and those that goes very fast will. They got little. I don't know what you would call them. It keeps it stable. It keeps it from the wheel turning. You lean more than ride. Scooters kind of fun. Yeah, they are. I enjoy it. I need to get out because it's been 1 year since I got that one. Actually, has it been 1 year or 2 years? No. You know, it's so funny you lose track of time. Because I was going to do a 1 year follow up and I haven't done it. And it's so dang hot out there now. I don't know, but I really would like to do that. But I need to go back over in Wichita and pick up my ride where I left off my ride and kind of tie that in because that was on Dirty Shoes Adventures. But I can tie that in with my Amazon or this channel and have the video on both of them. And I have another question for y'all. Since we already have Dash and Grandpa, what if I started just occasionally do a video on just because a lot of the people that watch these, they are content creators. And what if we had a channel that we could do tips and things like that? I don't know, but Dash and Grandpa is kind of fading out. I mean, I want to keep the channel going, but if you're not going to put content on it, it's going to just fade out into the sunset. So I want to do something with that channel. This one's continuing to grow. And I'm halfway to the subscriber count that Dash and Grandpa's got, but I don't know. I just want to do something with that channel. And hopefully, and I've said it and I'm going to say it again, hopefully by the end of the physical year here, I will be to a point where I can not do as many reviews, keep doing reviews because that's my income, but start having a little more time to do other things like fishing and hiking and get Dirty Shoes Adventures going. Because that's where I really enjoyed it, making the videos. Because the music you could put on there with the, like making a music video. Because now you can hear music and I can picture what kind of video it needs to be, you know, but I don't know. But and I got to figure out what to be giving away because I know Ray and I know Pork Chop already have wireless microphones. So I don't know. What about adding a new playlist to the Dash and Grandpa channel? I've got a playlist on there, but I don't know because I'm not doing DoorDash, I'm not doing Uber, I'm not even doing Spark now. But I don't want to really give that channel up. See, now it popped down to 1 watching, so I don't think that's accurate. I don't know. But what I didn't know I was going to get this deep into doing the Amazon reviews and all that when I started this channel. You know, I thought it might make a little money, but I didn't realize it was going to become my full-time income, or my full-time job. Or I would have just kind of transitioned the Dash and Grandpa to the Grandpa's Random Reviews and just left it on one channel instead of having another channel. But I didn't know I was going to go this far into this, but how about giving some cash? I could do, the counter's never accurate. I could do, I guess I could do like a gift card, but I was kind of hoping to give some of this stuff away. Yeah, like go in there in the closet and see if you can find anything you want. If you can, take it. Yeah, no, a gift card wouldn't be bad. You know, I guess you could do an option like that, but yeah, in all reality, really, if you had something bigger that say it cost you $15 to ship it, a gift card ain't gonna cost you $0 to ship. So you could say, you got these wireless microphones, or you can have a $15 gift card, whichever one you want. That's actually not a bad idea, Pork Chop. I mean, I know you said cash, but that kind of got my brain going. That could be a write-off for you because you are promoting your channel. Yeah, speaking of which, I got on ChatGPT and kind of went down a little wormhole or a rabbit hole on that. My phone died and I just walked into a giveaway. No, next Wednesday, the giveaway. I think you missed the last one. You went to sleep or fell asleep. Last week, or no, what was it? A few weeks ago. Wendy won a mini PC. It's a pretty decent one. Oh, taxes. I was, and I could be wrong. Maybe ChatGPT's wrong, or I misunderstood what I was reading. But it says, I missed everything. It says that because I always thought you to take off all this stuff, like your phone bill and part of your rent and all that, if you have a home office and things like that, that you had to spend as much as your standard deduction. However, according to ChatGPT, that is two different things. Your standard deduction is on your regular 1040 or whatever it is, but your uh, uh, independent contractor, whatever, is like a business. So that goes on a Schedule C. So you can do all that over there, and you can still do your standard deduction for your that's business taxes versus personal taxes. It's confusing to me, and I sure don't want Uncle Sam looking at me. So I really think I need to find somebody that knows about doing taxes for, what do you call them, manure shovelers, entrepreneurs, entrepreneur. I get contract labor or independent contractor. Because I always was told that you have, I wasn't told it. I mean, I was, but I also agreed. I always thought that's the way it was. Is you had to spend more than what your standard deduction is to make it worth it. But according to ChatGPT, that's not the case. Now, I don't know. I'm confused. You report your income minus the expenses is what you would pay taxes on, but you have to pay a self-employment tax. See, that's when you start getting into all that, I have no clue. And if I can take off, and I even put in that even if you buy a used vehicle and you use that vehicle primarily, because I've got a mobility scooter in here that's going to be tough to put it in the car. I mean, it's possible. But if you bought a vehicle big enough, like an SUV or a pickup, could you use that as a tax write-off for business expense? And you can, if you use it mainly for work. If you only use it for half of the time, then the other half personal, then you have to keep up with every little thing. And I don't want to have to do all that. But in all reality, every time I'm getting in the car, it's pretty much business. Even like, but there again, if you're going to do the garage sales and flea markets and things like that, and you're going to use all that stuff for your tax expenses to travel and stuff like that, then you're going to have to show your earnings and all that on your taxes from sales of products. So I don't know how to do all that, so that's why we do giveaways. So just find you a local tax person that you can sit with and ask questions. There's a lady that I see post on Facebook here and there, and I mentioned it to her one time. I said, one of these days I might have to talk to you because I might get, that might become my main income. And it has become, I didn't expect it this year. I thought it was maybe next year, but it hit this year. So I hate it. I just don't want to count no chickens before the eggs hatch, But I don't want to come up, in February or March and do go to a tax person. Well, you should have came to me before the end of the year because you could have did this, this, and this, and this, and all that would come off of your, like you mentioned a while ago, come off of your income. So I don't know. I don't know what to do really. Normally you come out ahead reporting mileage versus vehicle expenses. You can do one or the other. Yeah, on that. But from what ChatGPT said, you can use your business expenses and your mileage as a business, and then you as an individual can do your own taxes here and still get your standard deduction. That's what I'm not real sure, because if you might can do it, but if it's the right way and the legal way, I don't know. And I don't want to come up 5 years from now and they say, oh, $100,000 or what, some astronomical number, then I'm just going to say, cuff me and stuff me. I can't pay that. And I don't want to get in trouble. I want to try to do legit. You have a spreadsheet. See, you're losing me right there. I don't do spreadsheets. Google Docs is as close as I do to a spreadsheet. And list all your income and subtract all your expenses and whatever is left over. You basically pay 25% of that in taxes. That's a rough estimate. If you're going to be making a lot of money, then you need to make a quarterly estimate for payments instead of payment at tax time. There was a guy, it was my mom's parents' old neighbors. Well, it was his son. Yeah, it was Don's son. But he was a tax guy, and I think he was from California or something. But anyway, he moved here. He lives like in Henrietta, but he's an older gentleman. And I don't know. I mean, he made me up a paper for doing DoorDash and stuff to pay quarterly and stuff like that. He kind of made me a little chart that I needed to follow to do all that. But I don't know. That's the whole thing, is how many people that do taxes are well versed on the gig economy, and not just the gig economy, but stuff like this. Like this thing today, I bought this. This is tax deductible. You're not going to take off $27, but if you could take off $2, and then if I had to order, I bought light bulbs for in here. But those was required to do the video because of the lighting. The lighting wasn't good, so I had to get better light bulbs. This entire room is 100% work. You know, the living room, and it's almost embarrassing to say it, but my living room is 99% entirely work, because I video in there, and I don't go in there, sit down, watch TV, and take naps. You know, my grandson spent the night over here. That's that 1%. So I don't know. But my only problem is I know those people that do taxes, they're making a living by doing the taxes, and if I'm going to wind up owing the IRS, I'm going to wind up owing the IRS and owing them. So I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much with my house, Mary. Well, actually, I've done reviews in the bathroom with the shower heads. Speaking of which, I got offered to do a smart toilet. I don't know if y'all been in RVs and you got just the round or oblong toilet, but it's a smart toilet that goes in your regular bathroom. That thing was $500 or $600. No, thank you. Yep, the bathroom too. I do the shower heads in there. Electric shaver, electric trimmer. I've done it in the bathroom. But the next year, what you paid the accountant is a tax deduction. Yeah. If I'm not in the poorhouse by paying it, and I don't know if they just charge a percent. I don't know how they do it, but I think I really probably, before we get too much further into the year, because right now I could still come up with a lot of things to write off. And I do occasionally remember that today I didn't do it, but really, the shirt that I bought, I made a trip to Wichita Falls to buy clothing to make videos with or wear. So I used mileage on my car. I didn't track my mileage there, but I have tracked my mileage occasionally. You know, used to every time I left the house, I'd set my tracker because I was doing Uber and all that and Spark. Stuff in the garden too. I did buy the water fountain or the bird bath. Take advantage of your mileage. I have a mileage chart even if you drive to the bank to make a deposit for business or drive to the computer store or go to the store. My computer store is Walmart or Best Buy. We don't even have a computer store anymore. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. And I wouldn't even care if they were local, but I think they do need to be in Texas or at least have knowledge of the taxes and the tax code and all that in the state of Texas. And Oklahoma's different. In Oklahoma, you got state taxes. And of course, Texas, we don't. I don't know about other states. But like my old man that lived behind us when I was growing up told my dad, I won't use exact words, but he said, poop or get off the pot. I think Dad was looking at riding lawnmowers at the time. Mom might remember. Wayne is who I'm talking about, Mom, if you're still here or watching. I remember him telling Daddy that. Y'all got state taxes there too. We don't have them here. But I've never done state taxes, but the kids' mom's parents or mom and stepdad, they lived in Oklahoma, and they told me that of course, he was civil service. He worked at the Air Force Base, but he was retired military. But anyway, they always said that whatever usually it works out on your state taxes, that you get back everything that you paid in. I don't know. Meant tax time. Take advantage of your mileage. Oh, are you a member of AA? No, not yet. The next time they are usually at the local libraries and will file your taxes for free, but you need to go sit down with somebody to guide you and answer all your questions. I don't want to sound lazy, but it's kind of like changing the oil in my car. I haven't changed the oil in a car in 15 years, maybe longer. I don't want, I'd rather just say, here it is. Tell me what I need to bring you, and you do it. You take care of it. That's what I want. I may not get that, but that's what I want. And there again, the free ones, how much do they really know about what you can take off and what you can't take off? And, like H&R Block, they had a tough time with the taxes for the casino because at that time, casinos, nobody around here really dealt with that because we didn't have no casinos. Shreveport was the closest casinos there was. And when I told them that was taking $136,000 off in losses, their mouth dropped and they said, huh? Yeah, you're going to do that? I said, I've lost more than that, to be honest with you. But when you're winning all the time, you're spending all the time, you're still going to lose in the long run. You could win $1 million a year, and I guarantee you're going to spend more than $1 million to win that $1 million going to the casino. unless you're like really good and you're playing cards. And, I know there's some professional gamblers that they actually make money, but just the average slot machine player like me, I don't care how much you win, you're over a 5-year period, you're going to wind up losing. You may make a lot for a couple of years, and then you look back and see how much it cost you to win that. That's why I always tell people, if you go out there, you win a jackpot, come back, go to town, buy you a diamond ring, buy you a gun, buy you something of substance, because when you go broke, which you will if you continue to go out there, you'll have something to sell to recoup some of your money. It took me a long time to realize that, but I realized it. But nevertheless, what I was getting at is, I don't know if a lot of people that do taxes are, because all this gig economy but what I'm doing is, I guess it would be more, they probably might know. Gig economy may be different, like DoorDash and all that. But this is basically a independent contractor, just like the painter or the builder. I don't know. I am so confused on all that. And I just know, it's kind of like Mom says with her TVs and all her electronics. She wants a remote that looks like this right there. The arrow would be the on button, and right up here's the off button. That's the way I want my taxes. I just want to walk in there, say, what do I need, and what do you need me to give you? And then I'll give them that stuff, and they just take care of it. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I've never had to do any of that. If my uncle was still around, he could probably tell me how to do it. It might take him about a week to tell me, because he talked real slow and thorough and think about it. But he's actually a pretty smart man. He just talks slow. Yeah. He had a tax person that kind of screwed him over. But I don't know. So is it an accountant that I need to look for, or like because I don't make that kind of money, or just a tax person, a tax professional? I don't know. Because ChatGPT has actually helped quite a bit, and it made me think, well, maybe I can do that. But if you've got a tax professional helping you, they're going to be responsible. If they tell you wrong, that's going to be on them too. ChatGPT, you use it at your own risk. Granted, it may be right, but is it right for the state of Texas? Right for the state of Florida? Right for the state of California? Right for the state of Missouri? I don't know. I'm just rambling, aren't I? I was supposed to be getting off here 20 minutes ago. But I really need to talk. I need that China dolls is striping line. Oh, the one of them line stripers. I've turned that new China doll I got. I don't think I've accepted maybe 3 things from her, and I've been dealing with her for over a month now. I keep turning everything down, and I said, if you're looking at your list, I've already looked through your list. There's nothing on there I'm interested in. When it updates, it updates every day. Yeah, they might add 1 or 2 things to it, and it's the same old, and I'm not interested in it. A line stripper, a striper. I'm sorry. Striper to draw lines in the parking lot. I didn't read it all. I just caught those words when a notification popped up on the monitor. I don't care anything about it. You couldn't sell that. I've gotten some offers on things to review recently. Ordinarily, I would have said, heck yeah, I'll take it, because it was expensive stuff, and look at the money I could make if I can sell it. But it won't sell. There was a thermal printer. It doesn't use ink. You know, they're not real expensive. About $79, $89, something like that. Before I would have said, yeah, I'll take it. I've got one in here now that has made the flea market like 4 times. Nobody's interested in it. I put it down to $10. Nobody wants it. Some of this stuff you can't even hardly give it away. You know, uh, I don't know. It's just not worth messing with. If I accepted everything they offered, one thing I did accept that it's not worth anything really, but I am keeping it. And me and Mom was talking about it a while back. Ceiling fan cleaner. Just so happened it come up for a review from China Dolls, and I'm gonna keep it, you know, because I'm lazy and I don't want to get a ladder out and dust it all off and all that. I can go zoop zoop over the blades. That's crazy that no one wants something's. They don't. I don't know if y'all remember. I did probably 5 or 6 of the little uh, lights that you put out on your table, and they RGB got, you know, there was look like jars really. One girl and her husband bought one the last time we went to the flea market, and she was looking at the other one, and they watched the YouTube channel. And I said, "Do you want this other one?" She goes, "Well, how much?" I said, "How about you just put it in your little wagon over there? You can have it." I was giving it away. One, they watch the YouTube channel, and to me, I value that. You know, they support the channel, so give back a little bit. But, some of this stuff you really can't. Those water purifiers or the filtration system, reverse osmosis countertop, I gave those away. Here to local people, I put it on my personal Facebook, and my sister's friend got one. One of the nurses, I think she was an LVN when I worked at the state, she got one, and somebody else got one. Oh, another girl that worked out of the state hospital, she got the other one. And those or one of them was like 289, one of them was 400 and something. You can't give some of this stuff away. It's just crazy. Anyway, y'all, I really need to be working. You ever just in the mood not to work? But you got to get motivated. You got to get it done. Do you collect an email? No. Email list. Do you collect an email list when you do the flea market? No. No, but I do have a big banner. There's really nowhere to put it back here, but it's a big. My table is what, 8 foot long, and it's from the top of the table to about that much above the ground, and it's got my YouTube channel on it and a QR code. So, and you'd be surprised at people that don't look down. I only had a few people say, "Oh, you got a YouTube channel," and hundreds of people walk through. Nobody ever notices it, and it's sitting right there. I don't know. I don't think I would give my email to somebody at a flea market. If anything, make a little card. Somebody asked me if I had cards, and I told them, I said, if you'll scan that QR code, that'll take you directly to the channel. Hands out with the YouTube channel on it. And that would be a tax write-off. I don't remember if I have any card stock on Bitmom, so Well, I'll look over there Friday or Saturday. I could make some little cards and set them on the table. You know, I hadn't really thought about it. I thought, there's a banner, just scan the QR code, but little cards would be kind of cool. You could send out a message ahead of time, letting all those that have been to your booth before what you're talking about. Yeah. Actually, I joined the Bowie trading post on Facebook, and not this last time, but the time before, I put something like, looking forward to seeing y'all out at the flea market. I didn't go into details or anything, you know, but you can get some magnets to go on the car with your channel on them. Yeah, if I ever drove. I put gas in my car 3 weeks ago. I think I put 20 in it. And today I put 25 in it. I don't go anywhere. You have to go to bed. All right, Miss Mary. Thanks for coming by. If you're on tomorrow night, or if I'm on tomorrow night, and maybe we'll see you there. You drive to the flea market. Well, yeah, well, sort of. I ride. I think the card would be good. Something you could actually hand to them. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. I used to have card stock, but I don't. I think a bunch of that stuff I left at Mom's, and whether we can find it or not is a different story, because I am getting her a shelf. By the way, Mom, they're sending one shelf. If you're still watching, they're sending one shelf. Apparently, the seller was out of the 2-pack of them, so we'll work with one shelf. Might be easier anyway, at least for the start. And if it fits good, maybe we can order another one later. There's a shelf to put totes on. She's got a bunch of totes. I need to get my son, 3 totes? Because he left his totes over there and they're crushing. So I need to get some big ones. You can put the magnets on whatever vehicle you go. Yeah. I know I've sometimes, when you're driving down the main highway goes through Wichita, I thought about not thought about, but I thought it'd be kind of cool if you had your channel up there on that digital billboard. And I thought, what are you going to advertise? Your YouTube channel? And, I don't know. Could put a magnet on his scooter when he rides it around town. I have had a couple of people that recognize me, though, from YouTube. It's kind of cool. Well, my license plate frame that goes around my license plate has Dashing Grandpa on it. But I don't know. I need to light a fire under myself as far as those taxes go, because we're going into August. We only got 4 more months. So I really need to work on finding something out on that stuff for sure. It's funny when some of us get recognized. It is. It kind of makes you feel good, though. I mean, but it also makes you realize how many people are you talking to? I mean, how many are exposing yourself to? So if you're saying something, you got to keep in mind, there's a chance that you're going to see that person face to face. And are you going to be able to look them straight in the face and say, yes, that's my channel and this is what I do? Or are you going to say, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Don't pay no attention. You got to realize that people's going to recognize you. So what you say on here, you ought to be able to say it straight to their face too. Just like if you say this mouse is, you highly recommend it and you know it's a piece of crap, you might have to look at that person in the eye and say, sorry, I lied. Integrity. Why I hate doing stuff like that in mini PC. I didn't know it was going to be junk though. But I did, at the end, I did say, you know, if you're a gamer, you might look into something else. If you just want to surf the web, watch a movie or two, stream YouTube, it'd be okay for that. That's about it. Okay, y'all, I'm out of here. I got to get busy. Got to finish. Actually, I finished editing that one. I do have to blur out a barcode. And it don't matter how many videos you do. I'll show you. This is the box that switch came in. And I had it sitting on a table just like this. Opening it up. Never looked right there until I was editing the video. And I've done 850 videos on products. So it doesn't matter how many you've done, you're gonna mess up. I actually, I was wrapping a video up. I had to come in here, got the camera all set, got me in frame, everything. And then I just started talking and ended the video, went and pulled the SD card. I was fixing to pull the SD card out. And I looked at the camera. I never hit record. So then I had to start all over. Anyhow, I'm out, y'all, and I will hopefully see y'all tomorrow night. And don't forget, spread the word if you want to. It's up to y'all. That we will do a giveaway next Wednesday night. I kind of like the idea of what Pork Chop said, so I might give them the opportunity. You know, it won't be a multiple choice. That was a fun thing we did last year, but it was a pain. But we might do either the item or like a $15 gift card, which may wind up being cheaper by the time you ship something. Anyway, save me a trip to the post office or mom. One of us. Anyhow, I'm out, y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. I'll just keep smiling, and I'll see y'all tomorrow night, hopefully. If not, I'll see y'all next Wednesday night for sure. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for being here. Click on that. Good night, y'all. Thanks for being here for real.